For hosts Côte d'Ivoire and Uganda lead up the group stages with unbeaten runs, but now they find themselves in a classification game for 7th place. It's not the matchup anyone predicted at this stage, but pride, professionalism and passion still hang in the balance as we head into the penultimate day of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2025. Côte d'Ivoire take on Uganda in that battle against these two teams that are really disappointed to be in this position here. Next up will be Cameroon against Senegal, and then the big matchups in the semi-finals. Asha Kumgisha here, and with me, Ifi Ibekwe, two-time African champion, to take you through the action of the day.
We see Uganda coming here. First of all, I'm so happy to be here today in this classification game for 7th and 8th place. But as we see Uganda coming out, they had a tremendous tournament. So many keys to the game for them that I want to speak about after the national anthem. But a great team here today.
Absolutely. Leaders of Group C, the Gazelles of Uganda, they beat Guinea in their opening game and stunned and defeated Senegal for a second straight FIBA Women's AfroBasket to really announce themselves here on the continent. Disappointed, of course, that they didn't go to the semi-finals, but they'll try again and build on that experience. Côte d'Ivoire, the hosts, hosting for the first time in the history of the competition that started in 1966. They wanted to go to the last four, but weren't able to achieve that after falling to 11-time champion Senegal right here in the Palais des Sports in Abidjan on the west coast of Africa.
Côte d'Ivoire needs to be very proud. First time hosting the women's AfroBasket, and the way that they showed up to play, they will have an opportunity to either get the 7th or 8th place in this tournament, and I know that they're ready to play today.
They came in as contenders, and though the title dream has slipped away, the mission to finish with honor remains here for the Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire. You can see the players a little bit relaxed before this final game here for them as we go into the usual proceedings before the game.
Les hymnes, et on commence par l'hymne de l'Ouganda, s'il vous plaît. Merci. L'hymne national de Côte d'Ivoire.
Nothing beats representing your nation at the biggest stage on the African continent, as we see the handshakes between the two coaches, Stefan Let and Nicholas Natuhereza of Uganda, and the players high-fiving and hugging before they get into the action here.
This is going to be a battle for who takes 7th and who takes 8th, and we saw them warming up. Both teams energized, ready to go and ready to play for the first game of today.
Uganda, of course, getting ready to fight and making sure that they go back home with the good result. But looking at the injured Blay there, Buguha, she was unable to make it to the lineup today. She will be supporting her teammates on the court side. And Ify, that's what sportsmanship is about.
Yeah, I mean, she got hurt in the game yesterday against Cameroon, but it's nice to see her with smiles today.
Yeah, it's a new day, and that's what life is about. You have to stay hopeful here. But Uganda, the Gazelles, once again in that beautiful red jersey, representing the East African nation and hoping that they can match the performance that they had in 2023 when they finished 7th. Now the referees for today, Yusuf Babaka Maiga from Mali, David Manuel from Angola, and Arbia Belgif from Tunisia will be in charge of this fixture as these two teams take on each other for the very last time. Starting 5 for Uganda: Perus Nyamwenge, Hope Akelo, Melissa Akulu, Paige Robinson, Jen Asinda, the captain of this Ugandan side, unchanged once again for Nicholas Natuhereza.
Oh, what a beautiful team when they play that team basketball. Let's look for Nyamwenge coming off that bench, as she had 10 points and 5 assists in the last game.
There he is, Nicholas Natuhereza, 4-time league champion with the UCU Lady Cannons back home in Uganda, assisted by Julius Lutwama. Together, they'll be trying to make sure that they continue to represent Uganda with pride. Starting 5 here for Côte d'Ivoire, the host: Molly Kaiser, Ama Uraga, Letitia Sahi, Amris Alston, and the captain of Les Elephants, Kariata Diaby.
The host country looking to get and win for the 7th place, as Alston had 19 points and 6 assists in yesterday's game.
And there he is, the 37-year-old Stefan Late, the head coach of Côte d'Ivoire, just trying to make sure that they represent their country very well, assisted by Christelle Ngassanet, the first Ivorian to play in the WNBA. You can see it takes a lot of courage and a never give up attitude to play this kind of matchup here. We're under 1 minute before we get started here.
Let's look at the road to how Uganda got here in Group C. They won against Guinea, and that tough win against Senegal, as we see Akalu right here with 11 points in this tournament. They lost to South Sudan and Mozambique, and they've been playing very well in this tournament. They won 2 and lost 2.
With the ball, pass, okay. Melissa, your ball side, ball screen, okay. Hop to Melissa, to Hope, back screen. Initially, we're looking for the post up here, okay. After this, remember,
5 sides, you can move it on 5 sides flash, okay. First play shorts, okay. First play shorts. Just to remind you, juste pour vous rappeler, on va sur switch, d'accord. On défend hard switch Robinson, d'accord. Mettez la main derrière. On joue les rebonds off et défensif, d'accord. On relance parce qu'on a envie de scorer du jeu rapide, on a envie de se faire plaisir, d'accord. We push the ball because we want to score easy basket with pleasure, have some pleasure, okay. Hey. Full court defense, number 3, full court, really hardly, okay? And Banzai, slow Banzai.
Well, there it is, you heard it, defensive from Stefan Late, just focusing on defense there for Côte d'Ivoire and for the Gazelles of Uganda. They want to stay locked in right from the start of the game. But let's look at the numbers here for Amrist Alston. 14.8 points per game, 43% from the field, and shooting at 50% from behind the arc. She's going to be a very important player here for Les Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire. Tip-off inside the Palais des Sports, and everything is around Côte d'Ivoire as they get the first possession here to try and save their tournament. Alston finds Letitia Sahi, checks Melissa Akulu, Uraga. Attempts there, the first one for the day, and Uganda up with the rebound, run down the lane. Melissa Kulu with the first 2 points of this game.
We're gonna see Uganda do that from the start of the game, is run the floor and be fast in this game today.
They'll try to help change their defensive setup here, but a second miss for Côte d'Ivoire. Melissa Kulu once again involved with that rebound. Nyamwenge, Paige Robinson, Jen Asinde getting a first touch of the ball there. Looking for options inside. Akulu finds Asinde, she tries to come up against Uraga, and there's a foul.
One thing that I've seen Asinde do every single game in this tournament is know how to get to the free throw line. She's very aggressive. She can shoot over her defender. She can attack the basket. She's leading her team in efficiency, points, rebounds, and assists. And that is extremely hard to do in any women AfroBasket tournament.
Averaging 13.8 points per game, 8.5 rebounds. The captain of Uganda leading by way of action here as she makes her second one. 0 for Côte d'Ivoire, 4 for Uganda. Sahi looking for those fast points for Côte d'Ivoire. And the ball came off Melissa Akulu there, and the Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire will once again reassemble. They need to get some points on the board now. Molly Kaiser finds Letitia Sahi inside the paint. Kariata Diaby, that's a veteran move.
That's exactly what Côte d'Ivoire wants to do, is get the ball inside to Jabi, the captain of Côte d'Ivoire, as she didn't have the best game yesterday because she was in foul trouble.
And she's back in business here. Kariata Diaby, second Ivorian to play in the WNBA. Perus Nyamwenge shows intent from range, doesn't drop. Letitia Sahi finds Jabi. Once again, there's a mismatch. Captain over another captain as Kariata Jabi makes her second basket, up to 4 now.
And that's one of the keys to the game for Côte d'Ivoire, to play inside the paint and get the ball to Diaby to score buckets.
And she has size on her side, Kariata Jabi. She's done it twice already. Paige Robinson for Uganda. Attempts a 3 there, and it's a dagger for Uganda. First 3-pointer in this game.
I call Paige Robinson the silent assassin for Uganda, as she knows how to score, but it's in a very quiet way.
Well, there it is. Doesn't work out this time for Letitia Sahi. Keeps an eye on the ball as she runs down the lane. Paige Robinson. Alston with her. It's a foul called on Alston.
That's a good matchup that we're seeing here. Alston for Côte d'Ivoire and Robinson for Uganda, as you see her take that 3-point shot over Jabi and just nails it.
Well, the distance is also something that you have to give it up for her, and the celebration from the fans in the stands of Uganda. Asinde finds Akulu. Perus Nyamwenge with another attempt from the exact position that Robinson tried to. Just hits the rim and comes off. Kariata Diaby with the rebound. Molly Kaiser finds Alston. Uses the screen there. Letitia Sahi with the rebound, but the putback doesn't come off the rim.
She's always finding a way to contribute for Côte d'Ivoire as Sahi gets the offensive board and tries to battle against two red Ugandan jerseys and gets the foul.
Well, you see that every time Côte d'Ivoire come down the lane, they're trying to involve Letitia Sahi and Kariata Diaby because those are their go-to players here in this game. 11.5 points averaging here for Letitia Sahi in this competition. It's her second appearance after playing at the 2021 edition in Cameroon. Plays for AfroBasket Le Havre in France. Makes the second one there. And Côte d'Ivoire bring the game within 1 point.
You see them in a man press here to start the game. Deflection from Alston.
Good defense there from Les Elephants. Letitia Sahi turns around, beats the Ugandan defense. And once again, Côte d'Ivoire have found their momentum here. Hope Akello, pressure on the ball from Kariata Diaby. Alston picks it up, drives through the middle, gets it to Kariata Diaby. And Jenna Sinde trying to slip it away. Wow, beautiful swish there from Letitia Sahi. And you can see what it means to her. She's up to 7 points here.
She's long and she's lean and she's really getting after it in this game on the defensive end and on offense for her team.
4-point lead here for the hosts. Hope Akello tries to beat the Côte d'Ivoire defense and does a bump. And let's look at the replay there. Letitia Sahi finds the back of the net with a fine three-pointer there to go up to 7 points. There's a change on the floor. Uraka goes off and in comes Aminata Dosso.
Letitia Sahi, who's leading with 7 points for Côte d'Ivoire, only had 2 points in the game yesterday. So this is the energy that she needs to bring to this team. And she started the game off really, really well.
Diaby goes to the bench. In comes Grace Tolo. Like-for-like substitution. Jen Asinde inside the paint against Alston. Tries to attempt with the basket, but the rebound is picked up by Côte d'Ivoire. Molly Kaiser pumps to the bucket. Hope Akello with the rebound.
This is a great place that both teams have been playing with to start the game. They came off of losses yesterday, and for them to even have the energy that they do in this long tournament that started last week, it's nice to see that they understand that this is for 7th or 8th place. So it's a really important game because it leads the way to future qualifications outside of the women's AfroBasket.
Absolutely, it will work towards the ranking. Perus Nyamwenge with another three-point attempt. 0 for 2 now. Molly Kaiser down the left, finds Alston. Alston gets the ball to Letitia Sahi, and once again, the 1v1 works for Côte d'Ivoire here.
This is great energy for Côte d'Ivoire as they're leading the way, 13 points to Uganda 7.
Sahi has 2 more points than Uganda in this game already. She's up to 9. Paige Robinson finds Hope Akello on the baseline.
Beautiful pass from Paige Robinson to Akello for the 2-point basket.
Good eyes there from them. Molly Kaiser, Alston on the left, up against Robinson. Yet another pass to Letitia Sahi, but it was very hard. Perus Nyamwenge waiting for the Gazelles to fall back. Checks Alston. Perus once again. air ball for Uganda.
That might be 0 for 3 for Nyamwenge, but she's going to continue to shoot as she's one of the three-point shooters on Uganda. So I have not seen the coach yell at her because they know she could knock down those shots.
Well, there's a high five there between Alston and Stefan Late. Côte d'Ivoire 13-9 for Uganda as the Ivorians continue to try and extend this lead. Molly Kaiser with another three-point attempt here for the host team. Nyamwenge, Paige Robinson, looking for options. Asinde finds Hopakelo yet again. A great display of team chemistry there between the two players.
They've had chemistry like this since the last women's AfroBasket, but it's nice to see how they can continue to bring that spark as Akelo has 4 points.
Great steal there from Hopakelo, and Uganda have an opportunity to lay it up, but look at the find there from Jen Asinde to Hop Akelo, aka Aksi as she's called in Uganda, for that basket. Nyamwenge will head to the bench. She's been replaced on the floor. Jenna Sinde to the right, finds Claire Lamono. Claire Lamono with the jumper, picked up by Côte d'Ivoire. Molly Kaiser finds Grace Tolo. Wow, beautifully done there. It's a foul and basket. Extra points here for Côte d'Ivoire.
You see Jakete going up strong and getting the 2-point basket.
Côte d'Ivoire have found a system that works for them. They have size on their side, and every time they put that ball inside the paint, there's a turnaround from the forward, and the ball goes to the basket. Fatou Diakite now with an opportunity to make it a 3-point play, and she makes it happen. That's what impact is about. Hopakelo. Namvubia gets to Paige Robinson. Tries to the left. Rebound by Claire Lamono. Namvubia finds Jen Asinde. Top of the key. Swish from the captain of Uganda.
She's just super efficient when she shoots her shot. They're very high-quality shots, and that's why she's leading her team in efficiency in this tournament.
5 points for Jen Asinde. She picks a rebound there for Uganda. It's a 2-point game here with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Paige Robinson. Claire Lamono sets a screen there. Namvubia drives in on the left, tries to find Claire Lamono, but there's traffic inside the paint.
That's good defense from Côte d'Ivoire to get that stop in that possession.
Côte d'Ivoire have been near perfect every time they've gone down the lane. They're 1 for 4 from the 3-point line and have a second 5 on the court. Molly Kaiser. Jawara finds Diakite once again, and an extra 2 points here.
You never want to stop playing, and you can see the energy from Côte d'Ivoire as they continue to battle on the boards, get those offensive rebounds, pass it to the open woman, and play as a team.
Absolutely beautiful here from Fatou Diakite. She's averaging 1.5 points in this tournament, 1 rebound, and in just 2 minutes, she's already scored her most points in the tournament, up to 5. Jen Asinde up against Molly Kaiser. Hop Akelo takes her time, but the rebound is picked up by Grace Tolo. Aminata Dosso takes on the Ugandan defense. And there's another foul here for Uganda, 4th team foul.
Doso played so aggressive from both ends of the court in yesterday's game. As you see here, her attacking the basket strong. She, for me, is the energy and the key player for Côte d'Ivoire. Yes, they have Jabi. Yes, they have Saye. But Doso, the way that she contributes on both ends of the floor is just really incredible to see for Côte d'Ivoire.
She's a very versatile player, likes to express herself inside the paint. She can shoot the ball and also contribute in terms of defense, as we see Gassanet having a conversation with Molly Kaiser. Aminata Doso goes to the bench. And there's a full court press now from Côte d'Ivoire on Uganda. Ball hits Namfobia's foot, but it will remain Uganda ball. Jamila Nancy Kombi, first minute in this game. Paige Robinson comes up against Diakite. Another attempt as a jumper. Good second chance opportunity there. And Melissa Akulu makes no mistake. Under 1 minute here. Diakite. Alston with another three-point attempt here for Côte d'Ivoire. Ball is picked up by Paige Robinson. It's a double team, but Uganda managed to cross the halfway line there. Melissa Kulu looks for Paige Robinson. The 3 points don't drop this time for Uganda, but there's a foul on the floor. Jenna Sinde on the bench, but coaching, and there's a foul there. Looks like it will be on Alston. And Claire Lamono gets an opportunity to go to the charity line. 2 personal fouls for Alston.
Côte d'Ivoire in the red, so every foul after this, they will be able to, Uganda will be able to go to the free throw line and shoot free throws.
Misses the first one and makes the second one there, Claire Lamono. Côte d'Ivoire is looking for options here.
Uganda in a 2-3 defense.
Well, there it is, beautifully done. Her first points in this game here, Amani. The bench players for Côte d'Ivoire have done a good job in terms of coming off the bench and providing that energy, but Uganda looking for points here before the end of the first quarter. Paige Robinson, beautiful jumper, and that's a buzzer for Uganda.
You see Paige right here being patient with her shot and nailing that 2-point basket.
The way that she fakes Grace Tolo on the right side there, finds her range and keeps Uganda in this one. End of the first quarter, Côte d'Ivoire 22-19 for Uganda.
We see here the statistics of the first quarter. 58% for Côte d'Ivoire, 45% for Uganda. Free throws, 83, 5 for 6 for Côte d'Ivoire. And that's just a good first quarter that we've seen here.
Well, Melissa Akulu with the first points for Uganda in this game. In transition there to punish the Côte d'Ivoire defense there.
That's how they want to get up the floor and lead the way for Uganda.
But Letitia Sahi finding Kariata Jabi, who beat Akulu inside the paint. Left hand finish there for the captain of Côte d'Ivoire.
A lot of the points for Côte d'Ivoire have been in the paint for this game, as they have 12 points in this quarter.
12 points inside the paint for Côte d'Ivoire. Letitia Sahi saw the mismatch against Paige Robinson and used it to her advantage. But on the other side, Robinson finding Opakelo in the right place, and she delivered, but as well as Jen Asinde.
Yeah, Uganda is beating Côte d'Ivoire with 12 rebounds, but you see here the and one, and count that basket.
Well, there you have it, Courtside 1891. You can download the app with extended highlights, live scores, and everything happening within the FIBA family, including the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 29th edition, and the first time that Côte d'Ivoire are hosting. But let's look at Laetitia Sahi and how incredible she's been inside the paint.
She came to play today, Laetitia Sahi, as her first bucket was that two-point basket, but then she spots up on the three-point line and drains it, as she is leading the way with 9 points for Côte d'Ivoire.
9 points for Laetitia Sahi after the first quarter. That's the same number of points that she had against Angola in the entire game, and you can see that she came to play here today. She's focused, locked in, as Jen Asinde of Uganda attempts to go to the basket.
That would be the third foul on Austin, as she needs to be on this court for Côte d'Ivoire. She is one of the leaders, having 19 points and 6 assists in yesterday's game, as she heads to the bench too early with 3 fouls in the second quarter.
You can see the frustration there on her face as she's replaced by Uraga.
But that is a testament to Asende knowing how to use her body, being a veteran player that understands how and where to get those chippy fouls.
Absolutely. Jen Asinde played for the University of Texas at El Paso and had earlier played for Wichita State in Kansas. The leader of this Ugandan team, Amani, loses the ball, stolen by Jamila Nansikombi, finds Jen Asinde through the middle. Claire Lamunu looking around, tries to go on the inside. A ball is almost stolen there. Melissa Akulu sees the mismatch, but Diakite is able to regain the ball. Finds Uraga. Jawara through the middle there. But Kariata Jabe is back on the court and gets the important rebound. Uraga yet to find her range from the corner. Diakite goes back up. And the basket there. She's up to 7 points here from the bench.
We love how they're battling against those offensive boards, not giving up, as Diakite has 7 points for Côte d'Ivoire.
Paige Robinson up against Kariata Jabe. Melissa Akulu. The three-point attempt doesn't land. And Côte d'Ivoire looking for Amani. Beautiful three-pointer there for Amani.
And we know that she can shoot that three when she's wide open, as she puts some points on the board to extend this lead for Côte d'Ivoire.
She's up to 5 points there, Hannah Amani. And on the other side, Uganda is struggling to get to the board. Good defense here from Côte d'Ivoire. Zona woman to woman there, Paige Robinson. The clock is ticking. And Amani with the rebound finds Diakite inside the paint. She misses the easy one after making the difficult one.
Oh, that was just great transitional flow for Côte d'Ivoire, but they couldn't connect. But it started on defense. As you see here, Amani spotting up on that three-point line and nailing it.
She had some space to execute. Hannah Amani, and makes it count. There's pressure on the ball there as Ugandan fans continue to support the Gazelles here The drums are out, and we feel the energy. Uraga goes to the bench. Jen Asinde, poster girl of Ugandan basketball, and really a success story. Melissa Kulu, Jamila Nancy Kombi tries to attempt the three there. There's a foul on Hannah Amani. Shock on the face of Stephanie Lett. And let's look at the replay here. Looks like the ball hit Melissa Akulu's face. She goes to the ground, but she's gotten support from her teammates. She looks fine. She will come off, but look at the drums there and how it's really been a pleasure to listen to all of their entertainment inside here. There's a change on the floor. Hope Akelo will replace Melissa Akulu as she gets treatment from the medical team of the Gazelles. Jenna Sinde, that was a bit of an ambitious pass to Claire Lamunu. Uganda will maintain the ball possession here.
Great defense from Côte d'Ivoire on that possession to get the turnover and get the opportunity to score on offense right now.
Bit of a lapse in concentration there for Uganda. Nancy Kombi to the bench, and Perus Nyamwenge returns. Hannah Amani, 8 points yesterday against Cameroon. She's already up to 5. Diakite goes through the middle, tries to beat the Ugandan defense. There's a walk that has been called on Hannah Amani.
You see some pressure here that is being brought from Doso against Robinson.
Paige Robinson, Asinde finds Claire Lamono inside the paint. Good defense there from Kariata Jabi. Hopakelo tries to go against the Ivorian wall. Lamono attempts the three. The ball touches the rim, and Uganda regain the ball possession there. Hopakelo finds Paige Robinson. Doesn't connect.
Oh, way to get those offensive boards from Uganda, having opportunities for second chance points.
Well, Uganda failed to make it count there, but good defense there from Côte d'Ivoire. Aminata Doso finds Kariata Jabi. Hannah Amani. Good rebound from Diakite. She can make no mistake here today.
Oh, she's playing well as Akulu has her third foul, which is going to put Uganda in a sticky situation, but way to fight on that offensive board and go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Diakite has done such an incredible job since coming on. She's been efficient. She's up to 9 points, tied with Letitia Sahi. And before today's game, she had just 3 points in 4 games. And in just 1 game before the halftime break, Fatou Diakite is up to 9. Attends USF College in the USA and playing for her nation here at home in front of the home fans. Jenna Sinde tries to use as the board. Claire Lamono with the rebound. And it will be considered as a jump ball, and the ball will go to Côte d'Ivoire.
Côte d'Ivoire is playing good defense against Uganda because they're not spacing the floor. They're on top of each other, but if Uganda just takes a moment, get to your spots, don't run into your teammates' area when they're trying to make a move, and I think they would be okay in this game.
9-point game here, 5 minutes, 46 seconds to go. The drums allowed here inside the Palais des Sports, and we love to see that.
Uganda still in a 2-3 zone.
Kariata Jabi, they're looking for the options on the outside, on the inside. Takes the jumper there, and that's a veteran-like move from Jabi.
Over 2 red jerseys as she gets 6 points in today's game.
Jenna Sinde, pressure from Amani, tries to get past Kariata Jabi, and there's a foul for Côte d'Ivoire.
It's a skill to be able to draw that many fouls in a tournament. That is quality, understanding the game, understanding that Jabi was coming, and to shoot it on that time. Asante has been doing extremely well for her team, for your Ugandan team.
That's 2 personal fouls for Hannah Amani here, and Côte d'Ivoire up to 14 fouls, but you can download the 1891 app, Côte-side 1891 app with the live stream schedules and everything happening in the FIBA family.
1-2-3 zone. Big girl gets the ball in the post, 2 people double. Is that okay? Weak side being held, but we need to be mindful of the people on the weak side. So don't just stand. You need to be mindful. Have someone on the wing, have someone in the corner to close out. Is that okay? Now offense, we're having issues. This is Jen, pass, okay, back screen, and up. We're looking for the post up, or we're looking for page coming off the screen, and then we go screen at the wing. When we're ball screening, we need to have space. We can't have people clogged around here. If you're in the corner, be in the corner, so there's space for people to attack and to rush. Is that okay? Let's go. Come on, ladies.
Hey, together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, there it is, the inform Fatou Diakite with the rebound for second chance points there. And Côte d'Ivoire are in fine form here. She's up to 9 points here. 1 for 3 on the free throw line, 80% from the field, and just earned everything that she got today on the court. Uganda, Perus Nyamwenge through the middle, attacks the defense.
And that was the play drawn up on the half or the timeout to be aggressive and to attack the basket, and that's exactly what Nyamwenge has just done.
Nyamwenge 0 for 4 from behind the arc here today, yet to score points, but has 1 rebound, 1 assist. As we see Molly Kaiser with the 2 personal fouls. Playing at her first FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2025. It's the 4th appearance for the Gazelles of Uganda, and they're trying to make sure that they are a mainstay here. 7.8 points that she's averaging in this competition. And the starting point guard of this Ugandan team, Hannah Amani. Letitia Sahi's back on the floor, tries to find Kariata Jabi from the baseline. Aminata Dosso inside. Kariata Jabi, there's intense defense there with the Ugandan wall, and Kariata Jabi walks.
Uganda in a 2-3 zone, trying to clog the paint so Jabi doesn't have those opportunities. They're sending 2 and 3 red jerseys to her so she can turn over the ball in that, like she did in that possession.
Claire Lamunu tries to find Paige Robinson. Nyamwenge with another 3-pointer. That's 0 for 5 for her from that same sport. Aminata Dosso. Tries to go through the middle. There's help from Kariata Jabi, and the ball rolls on the rim.
That was a good box out that Jabi did for her teammate Doso as she goes up strong but just couldn't connect on that possession.
Melissa Akulu frustrated with the call there, but the ball will stay in the hands of Côte d'Ivoire. Aminata Doso just trying to work out things with her laces there on the floor. She's really been impressive throughout tournament play here for Côte d'Ivoire as they build a young, dynamic team on the continent.
Yeah, she's truly have been the spark of this team in this tournament.
Jenna Sinde with the rebound here. Melissa Kulu, another opportunity to add to Uganda's score. The ball is stolen by Molly Kaiser. Nyamwenge stays with her. Hannah Amani. Wow. Claire Lamuno in the right place to pick that rebound, and Uganda are in transition here.
This is a high-paced game, back and forth for both teams.
Melissa Kulu, there's contact, but Côte d'Ivoire will maintain the ball here. Kariata Jabi, 1 against 2. Aminata Doso delivers the 2 points for Côte d'Ivoire.
Oh, that's just a great way to play basketball. As Akulu goes against Jabi, gets the foul.
First personal foul here for Kariata Jabi, and she's frustrated by the call, and you can see Melissa was trying to weave her way around Kariata Jabi.
Yeah, she needs to move her leg, and that's what and that's why she got the foul. She was stagnant, but Akulu has been battling as she goes to the free throw line.
Uganda 6 for 8 on the free throw line today, 75% shooting. They'll take a break, these two teams.
D'accord? L'arbitre, il va rien nous donner, on le voit, d'accord? Elles sont dans la gestion du secteur intérieur Qatar. C'est comme ça, on fait avec. D'accord? Ce qu'on peut faire, c'est défendre, prendre des rebonds et courir. Ça, on le fait bien. Kariata, va t'installer directement dedans. Va directement. Pareil, les tirs. Ok? Si jamais tu peux pas aller dedans et qu'il y a les tirs, c'est bon aussi. Mais il faut qu'on arrive à dominer sur le jeu de transition, en courant, en 1 et dedans, en mettant dedans ensuite, ok? Les filles, attention, on a 4 points d'équipe, ok? C'est bon, let's go!
Well, that is Côte d'Ivoire 33-22 for Uganda, but Kariata Jabi leaning into her size, experience here to damage Uganda. What have you made of her appearance here today?
She has 6 points, 3 for 3. Amazing in today's game, as yesterday she was in foul trouble and she was on the bench more than she was on the court. So it's nice to see how she's come into this game and is playing hard and is leading her team in this qualification round.
Kariata Jabi, the captain of this Côte d'Ivoire team, away from the national team for 6 years and came back to represent her nation at home in Abidjan. As we see Uganda with an opportunity on the free throw line. Melissa Akulu misses the first one. 11-point game here with 3 minutes, 17 seconds to play. Misses the second one. Claire with the chance to get that ball, but Côte d'Ivoire have been impressive on defense, Ify.
They really have. I think that was one of their keys to the game, is to stop the transition and flow from Uganda, because they're a team that likes to push the break and run fast, but they have done amazing offensively and defensively.
Bravo there as Jawara connects from a Kariata Jabi pass. The hit map looks very good for Côte d'Ivoire inside the paint.
Côte d'Ivoire has 11 assists. They're playing as a team. They're playing with high energy in today's game.
Paige Robinson up against Dosso. There's a foul. And Côte d'Ivoire are in the red. Paige Robinson will go to the free throw line.
This is an opportunity for Uganda to get to the free throw line. But you see here the bounce pass to Douara from Jabi as she connects for that basket.
Jawara, for many years, was the go-to player for Côte d'Ivoire on offense, always running in transition, but finally has the players to help her in terms of doing that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of pressure off of her as she continues to contribute the way that she can, but she has additions to this team across the board from the post position to the guard position.
Paige Robinson converts the second one, averaging 10.5 points here, 4.8 rebounds for Uganda. Another connection there for Jawara, and she makes it count.
We were just talking about how she's leading the team, and she just crept up behind that Ugandan defense, and her teammates saw her for that two-point basket.
22 points for Côte d'Ivoire inside the paint, 8 for Uganda. Paige Robinson pulls up from deep, but doesn't drop. Jawara, once again, involved on offense here. There was a bit of a tap there. Letitia Sahi with the second chance points, beats 3 Ugandan players inside the paint.
The energy of Côte d'Ivoire is high as they are playing really well on defense. They got the steal, they got the basket, and they're playing great defense as they were rewarded for that, and they'll be able to take the ball out on the side.
1 minute 52 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Côte d'Ivoire have been remarkable, 17 points in the second quarter, 5 for Uganda, and that explains the 15-point lead on the board. Aminata Dosso finds Molly Kaiser. Patience here. Letitia Sahi to Kariata Jabi. Back to Kaiser. Beautiful three-pointer there. She's on fire from that wrench.
Oh, great ball movement inside out as Kaiseri nails that three-point basket.
More pressure for Côte d'Ivoire as Uganda fumble for the ball here.
Oh, they're just playing amazing defense, not only on offense, but they're playing together as a team, 5 of them on an accord in this second quarter.
3 three-pointers for Côte d'Ivoire here today, and there's a timeout on the floor.
Anna, les tirs. Ok, Anna les tirs. Dosso. Ok, Jay. Kariata. Les tirs, Anna, Dosso. Ok, Kariata. Pour Dosso. Et on regarde dedans l'isolation. Ok, immédiatement. Ok, on est bon là-dessus. On essaie de donner 2 points. Si on peut pas. Si on peut pas. Ballon à Dosso. Anna, tu reviens et on joue Hans. Le Hans, elle passe en dessous. Venez toucher, ok, let's go.
Les Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire, Molly Kaiser finding her range there and just securing those 3 points for Côte d'Ivoire from the deep end. She makes no mistake. One minute, 25 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Côte d'Ivoire, 42. Uganda, 24. Côte d'Ivoire, Jawara on the baseline. 2 bucket points there for Côte d'Ivoire.
Jawara came to play as she has 6 points in this game.
They're looking very good here. Les Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire, Paige Robinson, tries to find her way. Kariata Jabi with the rebound.
Oh, they're just playing really amazing and together in this game.
24 rebounds here for Côte d'Ivoire, and 18 of those are defensive. Kariata Jabi once again involved with the ball here for Côte d'Ivoire. Ball is stolen. Nyamwenge looking for ways here. Jamila Nancy Kombi, the ball is swatted away. Aminata Dosso relaxes there. Gets the ball to Hannah Amani. Letitia Sahi once again from the deep end. Buckets from the deep and unstoppable here for Letitia Sahi as she adds to her count.
She has 14 points and she's playing at a high level, not being scared to take those high shots for her team.
Paige Robinson looking for a reaction here for Uganda. It's an air ball. Jawara attempts the buzzer and it hits the metal. But let's look at the tap away there from Letitia Sahi to deny Nancy Kombi, and the 3 points there. She steps into the triple and cashes in for Côte d'Ivoire. It is halftime here in the Palais des Sports in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. The hosts, 47 points, 24 for the Gazelles of Uganda after 2 quarters in this classification for who finishes 7th.
We can see here 62% at 2 points for Côte d'Ivoire, and the rebounds, but the assist is what is standing out for Côte d'Ivoire because they're playing together. They're not playing selfish basketball. They're passing it to the open player and just having some fun out there.
And Letitia Sahi leading all scorers on the floor with 14 points. Diakite coming off the bench and Jawara to combine for an impressive 15 there for the Ivorians. It's been a great second quarter here for the home side, being able to put up 25 points and limit Uganda to just 5.
They've been very aggressive on the offensive boards, getting those second chance opportunities. As you see right here, Jakate not giving up on that play as she is leading her team with 9 points. And here, Amani shooting the 3-point shot with confidence in today's game.
Hannah Amani, and interestingly, Amani in Uganda means someone with strength. So you can see the energy and strength that she used for that shot and what it meant to her, the celebration there. But the way that she was able to provide for Molly Kaiser, to Kariata Jabi, and Aminata Dosso finishing off for the 2 points. But the way that they share the ball, these Ivorians, has really been impressive here today for the home side.
They have 17 assists in the first half, and you see here Jabba passing it to Dewari on that cut, and that's one of the many assists that has been shown in this second half.
Mature and veteran-like game reading from all the Ivorian players here. Jawara getting involved on both sides of the court, but Molly Kaiser with the bank shot there, lighting up the Palais des Sports in proper fashion, and the fans love it.
This isn't a moment. It's a time unlike any before.
It's not a request, not a maybe, not a someday.
This is now. Feel our presence, built on strength
and drive. Not rising, we are arriving. Not hoping, but owning.
This isn't a moment, it's movement. Constant, relentless.
Every cut, every pass, every shot.
Earned. Taken. Undeniable. The future, it's already here.
Forged in sweat, ruled by queens. When we move, the whole game shifts.
And we're unstoppable in all directions. We own the game.
Thomas crosses, pass to Fancam. That is fantastic play by Cameroon.
Mozambique looking to match the Mali energy. Chiziane with the backhanded basket.
What an amazing move. She fakes left and drives right and twists her body for that basket.
The indomitable lionesses. Thomas, no look pass. Eduardo sent out of bounds by Balagoon.
Mali once again get another rebound. 8 rebounds for them already. Dembele with another turnaround bit slayer, and it's up to 8 points.
They have a lot of offensive firepower. Few shots set back. McCoy rescues the possession. McCoy! She drops it in. And she'll pick up the 2, a chance for the and 1.
That was a great move to the basket.
Looking to work here, due. Shot clock down to 1. And there is some defense from Nancy Combi. Sends it out.
Finds Dembele on the outside. They get the rebound here. Sira Chono. Geneva Jai. Wow! Beautifully done. Ice in her veins, and that's a dagger from the captain of this Malian team.
Tries another runner. That one for Tamira. Pitches it ahead. Send it. Fakes. It's blocked and sent back. Sahi comes back on the chase down.
That is Sahi's 4th block in this game. She's been very remarkable on defense for Côte d'Ivoire. That's the perfect reaction from Senegal.
Quickly up and down the floor. See the work on the defensive end again. Fine. Hulu inside. Now it is Kello, fancy footwork. Oh, puts her in a spin and drops in the 2 points.
That would be a great move for Ekelu right now. As you see, she takes a Duke Bogat and spins and gets the layup and an and 1.
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own countries, but also in the international basketball world.
Welcome back from that halftime break. But let's look at the action here in this game as Paige Robinson takes the lead for the Gazelles of Uganda.
The nationalized player, Paige Robinson, doing what she does best, being confident when she shoots her shots, understanding that she needs to be on the offensive attack for Uganda.
And the fans love it, of course, in the stands here. The Gazelles, they've really done a good job coming to a back-to-back appearance here on the continental stage. But Paige Robinson beating Grace Tolo on that possession to take that jumper, and Uganda at that particular time needed those 2 points to drop.
Côte d'Ivoire is not making it easy for Uganda on the offensive end as they're playing physical, tough defense, but Robinson is leading the way with 7 points for her team.
7 points for the shooting guard there of Uganda. She got celebrated there by the bench as well. But let's look at Letitia Sahi. She's been the woman with the fine form here for Côte d'Ivoire, up to 14 points. 2 for 2 from behind the arc for the home side.
She's played amazing in this game. 14 points and 4 rebounds for Asahe, and she's just been doing it all. Powerful moves, back to the basket, spotting up on the three-point line, offensive rebound. She's truly have come to play in this game. As they took that loss against Cameroon yesterday, she has played with confidence in today's game that she spots up and drills that three.
Standing at 6 foot 2 inches, she's done an incredible job on both sides of the court, just able to get back her team in terms of those rebounds, as well as an opportunity for second chance points. Look at her coming up against 3 Ugandan players, using her length, using her experience to make those extra points for Côte d'Ivoire. Well, it's been an incredible matchup here between these two teams. 22 points for Côte d'Ivoire in the first quarter, 19 for Uganda. But the second quarter has been the defining moment so far. 25 for the home side and less by 20 for Uganda. They've played good defense, woman to woman, sometimes full court press, and that has really helped Stefan Leit's side to stay in the lead here at the halftime break.
Yeah, Côte d'Ivoire has changed up their defense so many times, throwing different movements for Uganda, getting them off their feet, and that is why they are leading by 23 points in this classification round for 7th and 8th place.
24 bench points for Côte d'Ivoire, the same number of points that Uganda have in 2 quarters. And for the Gazelles of Uganda, just 1 point off of the bench, heavy reliance on the starting 5. Ife, what do you make of this statistic?
I mean, it's just amazing how they've been playing. They've been getting the ball in the paint. That is their strong suit for Côte d'Ivoire, to get the ball in the paint, have that contribution from the bench players when they come in with 24, get those offensive boards. They have 7. I just think they're just playing together as a team. They're leading with 15 assists. They're playing night and day from yesterday's game against Cameroon, and we like to see it. The road here was Côte d'Ivoire won in their Group A against Egypt and Angola, and then lost to Senegal and Cameroon. And so that is why they're in the classification round for 7th to 8th place in today's game.
Well, there we see Stefan Leit listening in to Christelle Gassanet, the first player from Côte d'Ivoire to play in the WNBA, a legend of the game in this country.
I love to see when former players are around the coaching staff or maybe the team manager. You get to have that experience and that knowledge from a player that has paved the way for your team. And we've seen it not only in Côte d'Ivoire, but we've seen it on other teams. Mozambique is also one of them. Mali is another team that has those players come back and get a position on the coaching staff to help these young players.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen that as a revolving theme here in the FIBA Women's AfroBasket. Uganda coming out of the dressing room. They have to dig deep here. Nyamwenge will have to turn things around from the backcourt.
And so for Uganda, how did they get here? They were in Group C. They beat Guinea. They beat Senegal. They lost in that amazing game against South Sudan. And then they lost to Mozambique. And so that's why they also have 2 wins, 2 losses. And that's why they're in this round for the qualification for 7th and 8th place.
That's why we say that we love the game of basketball, but sometimes it can be very disappointing and very cruel. They won the group games and then lost the important quarterfinal game, of course, against South Sudan, neighbors, and a country that is on the up and up in the basketball world and ready to continue writing history. But back to Uganda, Paige Robinson. Yes, she's the best performer here for Uganda with the 7 points. Jenna Sinde with the 6. Melissa Kulu up to 6 rebounds and 1 assist for Claire Lamono.
I mean, they would. The Ugandan team that we've seen all tournament has had that high energy. It is extremely tough to play 4 games in this tournament, as we see Paige Robinson with 7 points. So hopefully someone off the Ugandan team gets that spark and is able to cut the lead as they're down by 23 points.
For Côte d'Ivoire, they have to try and give something to their fans, and let's look at the numbers there.
Sahe, she has 14 points, Jakete 5 rebounds, and Kaiseri 4 assists, and they are playing together with 15 assists total, and this is exactly what and how they want to play. Let's listen in on this timeout.
Ok, et turn. Première chose qu'on veut, c'est du jeu rapide. On court, ok? On n'oublie pas, full court defense, ok? Man to man, full court defense. On peut faire run and trap à un moment donné, ok? Et sur le jeu rapide, on transite vite. Défense, d'accord, vers l'attaque. On court, ok? Allez, let's go!
Well, there you have the superstar Laetitia Sahi, 14 points for Côte d'Ivoire so far in this game. 3 for 4 from the field, 100% from the three-point line. And you can download the Courtside 1891 app with live scores, get extended highlights as you catch the action live here from Côte d'Ivoire. We're underway in the 3rd quarter. Uganda looking to turn things around. Jen Asinde, the captain of the Gazelles, drives into the paint. There's a foul. First team foul here for the home side, out of the break.
Uganda has done a great job to get to the free throw line. They've went 8 out of 12, 66%, and again, you see Asende back on the free throw line, knowing how to be aggressive, use her body to create that contact.
Jen Asinde averaging 13.1 points for Uganda, 9.8 rebounds per game, and really the most efficient player. And the foul looks like of course it's been given to Côte d'Ivoire there. 75% on the free throw line for Jen Asinde. Makes the first one. She's really done a good job of inspiring Ugandans. Got to play the game of basketball thanks to her sister Caro Nyafono. And now she's inspiring other young girls in Uganda. 2 points for Uganda already in the 3rd quarter here. Molly Kaiser. Laetitia Sahi finds Kariata Jabi inside the paint. The Ugandans trying to create a wall, and the rebound is picked up by Nyamwenge.
That could be something that's changed on the Ugandans' end as how they stop Jabi on Côte d'Ivoire in that paint.
Claire Lamono gets the ball to Melissa Akulu. Sahi safeguards the ball, literally. Molly Kaiser, beautiful shot there, nice jumper, and the fans are on their feet.
She does not hesitate to shoot her shots as she has 5 points in today's game.
Melissa Kulu, top of the key. Sahi with her, takes on Sahi, and the extra 2 points here for the Gazelles.
Oh, that's a great take from Akulu as she continues to chip in and provide some offensive movement for Uganda.
Molly Kaiser on the court now for Côte d'Ivoire. Kaiser, Kariata Jabi, Hannah Amani. Uraga and Letitia Sahi. Perus Nyamwenge through the left side, finds Melissa Kulu. She doesn't drop the 2 points, and Côte d'Ivoire recover.
That could be very frustrating when you have a great opportunity to lay it up and then you miss. And that's what we've seen in the first half with Uganda. They're able to get great shots up, but they just can't connect or finish. So hopefully that changes in this third quarter, as it's one of the most important quarters in a game.
Melissa Kulu is trying to fix her laces here.
When we used to fix our shoelaces, it's giving everybody a break to just get themselves ready, as the refs have to wait until your shoes are tied.
Smart move. Jenna Sinde gets the ball to Paige Robertson. There's movement, trying to space the paint. Jenna Sinde finds Melissa Kulu, and once again she fails to make that basket, but there's a foul.
You see here the pass from Asende to Akulu. It just would be nice for her to get an and one, because these are great passes and opportunities, but at least she's going to the free throw line to shoot 2, as Jakete picks up her first personal foul.
Melissa Kulu, her mom is sitting in the stands. She came all the way from Uganda, always a big fan of Ugandan basketball, but most importantly of the daughter, and that support is always important to see. Côte d'Ivoire, Hannah Amani, Molly Kaiser.
Uganda still in that 2-3 zone, trying to keep the ball out of the paint.
Kariata Jabi up against Claire Lamono, goes to the basket. Jenna Sinde gets the rebound, brings down the ball. Jakite is back on the floor. Perus Nyamwenge. Oh, ball is almost stolen here. Clock is ticking, 7 seconds.
Oh, just great defense from Côte d'Ivoire. And again, Asende being long and lean and attacking the basket. She literally has no fear, as anytime she has the ball inside the three-point line, she's going to score, or she's going to attack really aggressive and try to get that foul. And then she's just been amazing, as she has gone to the line this game 8 times already.
That is the 6th time that she's drawn a foul here. And the most fouled player on the court, Jenna Sinde, currently signed to Azul Marino Mallorca Palma in Spain. She will be heading off as soon as this competition is done. Uganda, 7 points in this game already.
You see them here doing a little bit, pressuring early up on the court and staying in their man-to-man defense, but that is just not it, as she gets the and one basket.
Molly Kaiser had her eyes on the board, and she drops the 2 points there. There's a foul. She'll have an opportunity to go to the free throw line, but look at the way she elevates into the air, makes sure the ball is safe, and there's contact there from Melissa Kulu.
And that was just from that defensive switch up against Uganda, how Kaiseri took advantage of them not being in zone to attack the basket strong, and she got the and one.
She saw the space on the best line. Molly Kaiser made no mistake. She's been averaging 14 points here, makes her 8th point in this game. Akulu will go to the bench there for Uganda. Jamila Nancy Kombi returns. It's the 2nd time that Akulu has had to go to the bench after contact on the floor, but she'll be fine. Paige Robinson takes on Kariata Jabi, finds Claire Lamono under the basket. Swat away there from Kariata Jabi, using her size in the proper way there, the captain of Côte d'Ivoire.
Again, great defense from Côte d'Ivoire, and they're playing on a string in this game, playing together on defense, playing together on offense, and that is why they are leading the way 52-31 in this third quarter.
Perus Nyamwenge goes through the middle, tries to find space to attempt. There's another foul here from Côte d'Ivoire, and that is their 4th team foul in 3 minutes, 20 seconds played in the third quarter.
That's something that Uganda is doing a little bit different, is getting them in foul trouble early on so they can get those attempts to cut the score by getting to the free throw line.
14 points now for Uganda on the free throw line from 19 attempts. Perus Nyamwenge up to 3 points. 4 points now for the point guard. Uganda up to 33. Molly Kaiser, pressure from Nyamwenge. Aminata Dosso. Kaiser uses the screen there from Kariata Dabi. Dosso takes on Nancy Kombi, makes the 2 points.
That was a great attack from Dosso, going strong to the basket.
Jen Asinde gets the ball down the lane, goes through the middle, pumps, and doesn't make it count. There's another opportunity here. Paige Robinson. And the ball is picked up by Aminata Dosso, and there's a foul on the floor.
Foul on Uganda as Côte d'Ivoire takes the ball out. You can see full court pressure from Uganda trying to disrupt the flow that Côte d'Ivoire is in because they've been playing together and amazing this whole game.
Dosso bringing down the ball here for Côte d'Ivoire. Molly Kaiser finds Diakite. Diakite trying to continue from where she stopped earlier. Kariata Jabi, so many hands inside the paint, and Uganda get this one. Diakite, more pressure on Paige Robinson. Loses the ball finally. Dosso picks it up. 2 against 2. Finds Diakite. And she does the smart thing inside the paint there.
It started from the defensive sequence we see right here. Diakite disrupting Robinson's offense, and then Dosso getting that steal, pushing the ball up, and as Diakite was making herself available, she got fouled and is rewarded 2 free throw shots.
Grace Tolo finding her space and getting ready for the rebound there as Kariata Jabi goes to the bench. 6 points there for Kariata Jabi. And Diakite is up to 10 points here. Second Ivorian player in double digits here. Before this game, her average was 1.5. She's really having the game of her tournament.
I mean, and this is a game that she should have because it's a classification round for 7th to 8th place, so might as well bring it this game.
Yeah, and give an opportunity to all of the bench players to get a feel of the competition. Good find there from Nyamwenge for the extra 2 points.
That was a great dive from the Munu for her to be patient, gather herself, and make that 2-point basket.
Molly Kaiser finds Grace Tolo. Zone woman to woman here from Uganda. Molly Kaiser takes the jumper and makes it count there for Côte d'Ivoire.
Any shot that's 15 foot from Kaiser, it's automatic cash, and now she has 10 points in this game.
Third player for Côte d'Ivoire in double digits. Jen Asinde rescues the ball there, takes on the defense here, and it's a foul and basket for the Gazelles of Uganda.
She's just a very poised player. You see her swipe through and going hard against Kaiser on Côte d'Ivoire and getting the basket. And I really, really like how Asende plays. She's very poised, she's very smart. And as we see Kaiseri go to the bench with 3 fouls, just Asende just knows how to get to the line. And you definitely want that type of player on your team because you make, she just makes great plays.
12 points for Jen Asinde here, makes it 13, and the highest scoring player for Uganda. Côte d'Ivoire. Alston is back on the court. Takes the jumper.
That's the first time we've seen her since she got those 3 fouls early in the first quarter, and now she's back in the third.
Uganda pick the rebound there. Paige Robinson takes on Dosso. Clock is ticking. Jamila Nancy Kombi with the 3-pointer there. She's found her groove finally in this game.
Oh, that's a great basket as Nancy Kombi got her first point of the game with that 3-point shot.
16-point game here. Diakite doing all of the magic inside the paint, and another basket to extend her count to 12 points.
Oh, that was just a great move from Diakite on Côte d'Ivoire. 32 points in the paint for Côte d'Ivoire to Uganda's 14, and that is the key to their game, is getting the ball in the paint and scoring.
Grace Cholo once again finds Diakite inside the paint, and now it looks like a practice session.
They're playing so well together as they're leading the way with 20 assists in this game.
Côte d'Ivoire playing like a very well-oiled machine here. Jen Asinde finds an Ivorian wall there. Alston on the other side. Alston finds Dosso, tries to use the board there. Nancy Kombi with the rebound. Every Ivorian player here today has gotten an opportunity to get a feel of this game. It's the last time that they will be playing in this competition. Paige Robinson finds Jen Asinde, goes through the middle, is fouled for the 7th time today.
Oh, but that was just great defense from Côte d'Ivoire, but they, gave her a cheap foul as the shot clock was winding down, and we see Asende driving to the basket and she gets fouled. Again, Asende doing what she does best, leading her team in efficiency, points, rebound, and assist. And again, that is extremely hard to do in women AfroBasket play, but she has found a way to do that for her Ugandan team.
20-point game here in the third quarter with 2 minutes, 1 second to play.
Say defensively, every time if the ball is here, we must load up. We can't allow for carrying the middle and getting left. That can happen. We must load up. Now on offense, we have Jane, we have Hope. Okay, see? Spread you the ball, or whichever guy has the ball up top. Somewhere going down, okay? Berus up. Jane is catching the ball at the elbow, okay? This, we are looking for to attack. Is that okay? So corner, wing, we're looking for to attack. Is that okay? If you can't attack, 2-man game with Paige at the top. Is that okay? Let's go.
Hey, together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Heads up, let's go.
Hey, if it's already 14 seconds,
Well, there's the contact. Molly Kaiser in fine fashion. She's really stood up tall here for the Ivorians with that jumper and just having an incredible game here. 10 points and just been a standout player for them. point game here. Jen Asinde converts the first one. She has a degree in general business and is one of the standout players from Uganda. She's played for Henan Phoenix in China, played in Spain for Encino Lugo CB, and just signed for another Spanish club. To get back to the action here, Jawara. Alston takes the attempt there, and it drops from the top of the key.
That's Alston's first points of today's game, as she sat early on the bench due to foul trouble.
Jen Asinde, Molly Kaiser, Alston with the rebound. Savadogo attempts the basket there, but his contact from the Ugandan duo, Paige Robinson.
That was a great pass and run down the court as Savadogo gets fouled and goes to the line.
Savadogo has been on the court now for 3 minutes and gets her first points here. Becomes the 8th player for Côte d'Ivoire to score. She makes it count, 2 for 2 on the charity line. Uganda. 1 minute, 14 seconds to play. Jen Asinde fakes Savadogo. And there's another foul there from Côte d'Ivoire. They are in the red.
I mean, Côte d'Ivoire plays good half-court defense, but then they get that chippy foul as Tolo has 3 personal fouls for Côte d'Ivoire.
Uganda 18 for 23 on the free throw line. Jen Asinde 91% already, 10 for 11, and makes it 11 for 12. Helped Uganda to qualify for this tournament as champions of Zone 5 in Egypt after beating Egypt and was the MVP of that qualifying tournament. Would have loved to really go to the semi-finals, becoming the first Ugandan team, but they'll have to try again next time as Alston goes to the ground. The rebound picked up by Jen Asinde, tries to protect the ball there, goes through the middle against the Ivorian trio, and she makes the basket.
Oh, she's just all over every single statistic today, Jen Asinde, as she leads her team with 19 points.
She's the only Ugandan player in double digits here. Gets the steal on the other side. Paige Robinson. Hopper Kello is back on the floor. Good find there from the best line to Melissa Akulu.
Oh, that is a great ball movement. As you see, Akulu scores the basket.
Good steal there from Uganda. Nachi Inji finds Paige Robinson, uses the backhead. Everything seems to be clicking here for the Gazelles of Uganda.
Oh, this is good momentum that they can use to go into the 4th quarter, because they will need it as they have 10 more minutes to play in this game.
Côte d'Ivoire 65, Uganda 51. Uganda have put in a huge shift in the 3rd quarter, scoring 27 points, which is more than they've scored in both the 1st quarter and the 2nd quarter combined. Let's look at the free throws here. 20 for 25 for the Gazelles of Uganda.
They've been consistently putting and getting and creating those fouls to get to the line, as Côte d'Ivoire has been in the bonus in every single quarter. And here are the 3rd quarter best plays, as we see Kaiza take her shots, and Akelu just attacking the basket against Sahe and trying to do something on the offensive end for Uganda.
On the other side, Hannah Amani finding Molly Kaiser on the best line, just being able to put that ball in the right square for her to get those 2 points. But the block there from Kariata Jabi on Claire Lamonu, timely for the Ivorians to keep. Nata Dosso uses the board again. Jamila Nancy Kombi as well finds her range for her first points in this game from the right side and just contributing to the Ugandans.
Uganda won the third quarter 18-27, so they are picking up that momentum. They are only down by 14 points, and they have 10 more minutes to go.
Côte side 1891. You can download the app on your phone and scan that QR code, get all the live scores, the schedule, and everything happening within the FIBA family, including the 29th edition of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2025. Now here we go. The start of the third quarter. It's a 14-point game. Uraga finds Molly Kaiser, Kariata Jabi. It is the starting five that we saw earlier in this game on the floor here for the home side. Kariata Jabi with the rebound. Second chance opportunity here. She goes to the ground and there's a foul call.
Way to be strong on the offensive board as Côte d'Ivoire has 9 offensive rebounds in this game, and Jabi 6 points, 4 rebounds, trying to start high intensity in this fourth quarter.
Kariata Jabi goes to the free throw line, misses the first attempt. Currently playing for Tango Bush Basket in France, fresh from playing in the WNBA for the Connecticut Sun. Played 13 games and accumulated 25 points, 13 rebounds, 6 steals and 5 assists, and now playing for Côte d'Ivoire. Jenna Sinde with yet another attempt there. Jabi with the rebounds.
You could just see how she swarmed with 2 red jerseys from Uganda, and this is the same energy they finished that third quarter as they led the way 18-25, and I don't think they're going to let up on that energy right now as they got the turnover and rewarded an offensive opportunity.
Beautifully done there from Uganda. An extra 2 points as they reduce that deficit. 13-point game now.
Uganda understands they need to get stops and scores to cut down that deficit in the scoreboard.
Every time Kariata gets the ball, there's 3 players on her. Molly Kaiser looking to score from range. The ball hits the board, comes off. Paige Robinson through the middle to the basket. Basket swatted away there by Uraga.
You see here, Robinson goes hard and gets the block shot. She's still on the ground, so we hope that she's okay, as this has been a tough tournament since starting last week, but she gets off and shakes it off as it's still Ugandan's ball.
Tough lady there, Paige Robinson, playing for Uganda. Her first FIBA Women's AfroBasket. Jenna Sinde with the tough basket there. Extra 2 points for Uganda.
You can ask for nothing more from her as she leads 21 points and 7 rebounds for Uganda.
Alston connects from deep, and now they found their rhythm here at Côte d'Ivoire.
That is good for Ashton as she has played limited minutes due to foul trouble, but when she is on the court, she definitely is a floor general and knows how to contribute on the offensive end for Côte d'Ivoire as she has 3 points in today's game.
Last 8 minutes for both of these teams in the tournament. Jen Asinde looking for options here. Letitia Sahi tries to get the ball. Paige Robinson, time is up. And Uganda will have another opportunity here because the ball touched the rim. Paige Robinson through the middle. Gets the extra 2 points here for Uganda. And now the pressure is building for the host team.
Yeah, that was a tough take from Robinson, especially at this time with 7 minutes left in the third quarter as they are cutting down the league. Robinson, 11 points, averaging 10.5 in this tournament.
She's 0.5 above her average in this tournament as the officials try to make sure that the clock is showing the right thing. But let's look at Paige Robinson from the left side, goes against the Ivorian wall, gets the layup there, and now the pressure is on Côte d'Ivoire.
They're chipping away at the score, only down by 12 in this fourth quarter, and they have brought that energy from the end of the third quarter to continue to put some points on the board.
Letitia Sahi doesn't get what she was looking for from the baseline. Nachi Inji gets the ball. Wow, beautifully done there from the baseline for Hopakelo, thanks to a Melissa Akulu assist. Good find.
You love that high-low play as Akulu passes it to Akelo on that dive to the basket. And now it's only a 10-point lead for Côte d'Ivoire as this is a great energy that they've been playing, and it started from the last minute and a half in the third quarter.
You spoke about the need to get stops and contribute that to points on the other side, and Uganda have managed to do that so far in this game. But Letitia Sahi leading Côte d'Ivoire, 14 points, 6 rebounds for Diakite. Kaiser with the 5 assists.
Yeah, they're doing well, I mean, but they are letting up. Their energy has gotten down a little bit as the most they have been up by was 23, and now they're only up by 10. So this is still a game, a long 7 minutes and 30 seconds. The energy of Uganda is high. Their fans are cheering them on. So hopefully Côte d'Ivoire understands what's on the line right now, as this is the classification game for 7th and 8th place, as we see Asende doing what she does best as a captain, leading the way with 21 points and 7 rebounds for Uganda.
Captain, fantastic. Jen Asinde stepping up for her team. 21 points, 92% from the free throw line, and just continuing to do the damage here. Molly Kaiser, Diakite finds Aminata Dosso. The Ugandan defense is stepping up. Get the rebound there, thanks to Hopakelo tapping the ball to Jen Asinde, the leader of this Gazelles team. Paige Robinson finds Melissa Akulu. They're looking for options, Uganda. There's a foul that has been called here. Uganda will regain the ball possession. 14 seconds on the clock. Aminata Dosso, 2 personal fouls.
I really like the energy Uganda has been playing with. They are just not letting up. A great team in this tournament, along with Côte d'Ivoire, and they have under 7 minutes to play and play hard.
Evelyn Nachinji finds Hopakelo. There's a walk that has been called there, but great defense from Côte d'Ivoire to put pressure on Uganda. There's frustration there on the face of Molly Kaiser, but she's okay after the ban. Diakite, Fatou Diakite, Molly Kaiser. Molly Kaiser finds Kariata Jabi, and there's contact from Uganda.
Oh, that was just a great look from Kaiser to Jabi, as they are sending 3 to 4 red jerseys to Jabi, and she gets the foul.
First personal foul here for Jen Asinde. Captain fouling a captain.
That's a good one.
Kariata Jabi, born in Daloa in Western Côte d'Ivoire, played for ABC Fighters, one of the most legendary teams in the Côte d'Ivoire.
And she also won the championship in France 2 years ago.
Absolutely. She's played in the Euro Cup and the Euro League. Hopa Kelo to the basket, fouled by Fatou Diakite.
That's a great take from Akilo as she goes up strong, and Diakite fouls her on that drive to the basket as she has 3 fouls. So a lot of fouls for Côte d'Ivoire as they want to be aware of that so they can be able to stay on the court as they are needed in this game.
Hopa Kelo, 7 points here today after that free throw. Plays for the JKL Lady Dolphins in the Ugandan League, has won the league 4 times in 5 years.
It's a good statistic for her in her career.
She brings that experience here for Uganda. 9-point game. Côte d'Ivoire want to extend their lead. Molly Kaiser. Kaiser attacks the defense here. Ball is swatted away by Melissa Akulu. Evelyn Nachiji finds Paige Robinson, squares up for the 3, and it drops there. She buries it, and the momentum continues to shift here for Uganda. 6-point game.
You see here Robinson spotting up for that 3-point basket, as we know she can do, and getting the block. Akulu does it on the defensive end as Uganda is only down by 6 points in this game. They've been down more than 23 points, but has got those stops and scores, and it has started with defense, and they're bringing the energy for the end of this game.
The Gazelles of Uganda have been impressive so far, but let's look at the stats. 22 assists here for Côte d'Ivoire, 10 more than Uganda. They've been passing that ball and sharing it as a team. And the steals there for Uganda, 7 steals and 5 for Côte d'Ivoire. The steals are the stops that you've been talking about, specifically that Melissa Akulu stop that got them the opportunity to score the 3 points there and give themselves a chance to win this game. 6-point game.
Yeah, and also what I see is the statistics of how Uganda has gotten to the free throw line. Over 25 attempts to Côte d'Ivoire's own 12. They are getting the fouls that they want. They're getting the open shots that they want. You could see right here from Paige Robinson how she has gotten to 14 points. And the energy of Uganda has been high since the 3rd quarter as they won the 3rd quarter. So hopefully Côte d'Ivoire understands the pressure that they are under right now.
Yep. There's a foul that has been called on the floor.
That's just frustration from Côte d'Ivoire. Jabi, as she picks up her 2nd foul.
Uganda looking for options here. Evelyn Nachinji. Melissa Akulu tries to get the ball to Jenna Sinde. Attempts the bucket. Rebound from Melissa. There's miscommunication there, and Uganda miss a golden opportunity to reduce that deficit. And the ball just comes off of her foot there. Melissa Akulu, frustration on the face of Nicholas Natuhereza and Ben Komakech, the technical staff of this team. The ball is almost stolen by Paige Robinson. Alston. Ball is picked up by Paige Robinson. And Uganda will ask for an official review of that decision.
I just love the games that we have seen. We see Robinson try to get the basket, and now they're going to go for a review.
You Yusuf Babaka Maiga from Mali and Arbia Belkif from Tunisia.
We are going to review the last player touch the ball. Slowly, friend from friend. Okay, after the review, we reverse the color. The red ball. Red ball. Red ball, red ball, red ball. Red ball.
Well, the coach's challenge has been successful and it has been overturned there. Babaka from Mali, Maiga will confirm that, has confirmed that. 6-point game. The Gazelles of Uganda now with an opportunity to reduce that lead. There's pressure on the ball now, full court press. Evelyn Nachinji. Hop Akelo tries to find Genacindo on the baseline. Côte d'Ivoire fully awake. Find Hop Akelo, but the ball is swatted away here. Good defense from Côte d'Ivoire.
Yeah, they played very good defense. They will have only 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Uganda. Pressure on Uganda now. Asinde tries to find the option there, Hop Akelo, and there's a shot clock violation there. Côte d'Ivoire with another opportunity to make amends here.
I really like the women's AfroBasket teams because anything can happen. You could be down by 25 and then come back like Uganda has done and just be down by 6 points. Literally anything can happen, and that is the love of the game of basketball, as we've seen multiple games this tournament.
Ball is stolen there by Hop Akelo. Pressure. 4 minutes to play. Hop Akelo. Evelyn Nachinji. Melissa Kulu attempts a 3 from the baseline. It is a 3-pointer there, and Uganda have brought the gap to just 3 points.
Wow, the way that they have not given up in this game, their energy is rising to the top. The biggest lead of this game was 23 points, and now they're just down by 3. Understanding the assignment, understanding what's at risk. The qualification game for 7th through 8th place. You see the shot from Akelo on the baseline as she drains that 3-point shot.
Akulu with the all-important 3-pointer there from the baseline to bring this game as close as we've seen it here. 14 offensive rebounds for Uganda. Evelyn Nachinji finds Paige Robinson. Takes the attempt. Ball is picked up by Hop Akelo. She finds Nachinji. And there's a shot clock violation. Côte d'Ivoire will have the ball possession. Côte d'Ivoire. Molly Kaiser. Uraga. Molly Kaiser. Uraga with a three-point attempt here. Comes off the glass. Diakite fouled by Jenna Sinde. Stefan Lake looking on. The Ivorian coach here.
You could see the commitment from Uganda as they have not given up in this game. They were down by 23 points, and now they're down by 4 with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter of the classification round for 7th and 8th place.
Diakite, can she make it count? Kariata Jabi with the rebound. There's a jump ball. Uganda stay alive here. 4-point game, less than 3 minutes to play. Full court press from Les Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire. Paige Robinson, Molly Kaiser, keeping her in check, crosses the line.
I mean, we've seen this type of play time and time again in this tournament. You don't give up when you're down, and we could see how they're fighting Uganda, playing tough defense, and again, rewarded the ball for an offensive opportunity. But we've seen this time and time again where a team is up. Mali and Nigeria. Nigeria came back and won. South Sudan, when they played against Senegal, you just see these types of moments in this tournament, and we love to see the competitiveness of these young women fight and represent their national team.
Absolutely. Jenna Sinde to the basket. There is opposition there. Melissa Akulu with the steal. Evelyn Nachiinji with the three-point attempt. Uganda get back the rebound. Paige Robinson. They'll have to reset. 8 seconds on the clock. Paige Robinson doesn't make it count. Hope Akello with the offensive rebound, and that's the dagger there. It is a 2-point game here with 2 minutes to play.
4 offensive rebounds to get that basket from Akilo, which was very critical as they're just down 3. And this quarter, Uganda has scored 18 points and Côte d'Ivoire only 6.
Diakite, ball is stolen there. Thanks to Jenna Sinde. There's a foul on Fatu Diakite. The Ugandan bench is up in arms and singing, let's go.
What a turn of events in this game for Uganda and Côte d'Ivoire, as you never want to come out of halftime knowing that you're up. You want to put the pressure, as Diakite, a star player for Côte d'Ivoire, has 4 fouls, and she does not need to get her last one, especially with 1 minute left and 44 seconds in this fourth quarter.
4 team fouls here for Côte d'Ivoire. If they foul going forward, Uganda will go to the free throw line. Paige Robinson, pressure from Molly Kaiser. Looking for options here, Paige Robinson finds Evelyn Nachiinji, drives through the middle, finds Melissa Akulu for another 3-point attempt, doesn't drop. Nachiinji gets the rebound. Goes through the middle once again, finds Hope Akello, attempts the 3, it doesn't get in, and Molly Kaiser to the rescue here for Côte d'Ivoire. There's a foul.
Even in that attempt, that was 3 offensive rebounds for Uganda in 1 possession late in this fourth quarter.
Diakite goes to the bench. In comes Alston. She's done a great job here, Alston, throughout tournament play. She's a shooter. We've seen her do that throughout the competition. And she'll be one of the players that they will look to score here. Alston checks Paige Robinson, goes to the basket, makes the extra 2 points here for the Ivorians.
Oh, wow, what a basket for Alston. She was in foul trouble this game, had 19 points in her game against Cameroon yesterday, and she's bringing the heat in this quarter.
Beautiful find there from Paige Robinson to Melissa Akulu for the 2 points. And under 1 minute now, 2-point game. Alston again. Molly Kaiser. Foul there from Evelyn Nachinji, Uganda. But let's look at the pass here from Paige Robinson to find Melissa Akulu and bring this game to a 2-point game. The finish, the precision, and the calmness to execute, very important. 3 assists here today for Robinson, averaging 4.3 in tournament play here. As Molly Kaiser goes to the free throw line, born in Liberia, moved to the USA at the age of 7, and has played for New York, Mexico State University. And in the 2024-25 Conference USA Player of the Year, Molly Kaiser, now playing for Côte d'Ivoire here, makes the second one as well. And it is a 4-point game here with 34 seconds to play.
You gotta love the game of basketball when you see games like this and 2 strong countries come out and play their hardest. It's just amazing to see, as this is the game for 7th and 8th place. Uganda has really stepped up in this game. As you could see, the points by quarter, where Uganda really took over in the 3rd quarter, and then even in the 4th, scoring 20 points, and Côte d'Ivoire only 10, but they still are up by 4 points with 34 seconds left in this game.
Just 24 points in the first half of this game for Uganda, 47 so far since the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Just shows you what's at stake here. And for Uganda, playing at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket for a 4th time, made a debut in 1997, finished 9th. But let's look at Jenna Sinde, 24 points, 10 rebounds, the captain of the Gazelles. And Melissa as well, 11 points, 11 rebounds. 2 players with double-doubles here for Uganda. Hope Akello, Paige Robinson. Pressure from the Ivorians. Paige Robinson attempts a 3, doesn't drop. And the rebound has been tapped out. Côte d'Ivoire with the ball possession, 23.8 seconds on the clock.
What a game it has been. The fans of Côte d'Ivoire on their feet cheering for the last 23 seconds in this game.
Côte d'Ivoire, can they cross the line, make it count, and bury this game? Pressure from Uganda, full court press. Molly Kaiser, Melissa Akulu fouls her so that she can go to the free throw line. Uganda are in foul trouble. And Molly Kaiser will once again have the opportunity to make it count on the charity line. 3 for 3 here today, 100% on the free throw line and up to 12 points. This is where legends are met. She makes her 3rd in the last 1 minute. Molly Kaiser. Makes the second one as well. 5-point game here with 20.3 seconds on the clock. If you're the coach of Uganda, what are you telling the players now?
I'm telling to run up Paige for a three-point basket or getting the ball to Asende to attack the basket. Those are two options that I would be looking at, either Robinson for her three-point shot or Asende attacking the basket and getting to the free throw line to get more points on the board, but for sure is what I'm looking at. And if I'm Côte d'Ivoire, I am playing tough, aggressive defense. I would switch everything except for Jaba and have her towards the paint unless they are doing that outside, inside with the post players. But as you can see, the game recap, timeouts left, fouls to give, and challenges left. With Côte d'Ivoire having one challenge left and timeout, Uganda has one more. But it's been a superb, fantastic game today. Uganda down 6 points with 20.3 seconds left, and they're coming out of the timeout, and we love to see some execution when that happens. This is a tight game. Uganda definitely needs to score, and we'll see what they bring out of that timeout.
We'll see what they bring. Molly Kaiser with the 14 points, matching her best in the tournament. 14 against Senegal, 12 rebounds in that game. And here to really do the job, Hop Akelo drives to the basket, tries to get the easy points, and it is a walk there. Good pressure from Côte d'Ivoire. They can feel the victory coming to them. 15.6 seconds to play. 6-point game, but stranger things have happened in the game of basketball.
Yeah, we've seen so many different movements, wins, losses, adversities in all these teams here in this tournament, and I just love to see that every single team has fought to the end, having that pride representing their country. We see the Côte d'Ivoire fans cheering hard for their ladies as they head to the free throw line. Alston will go to the free throw line here and try to seal things for Côte d'Ivoire. She makes it count. Up to 8 points here. It's her first from the free throw line. And Melissa Kulu gets the rebound there for Uganda. The clock is ticking, 10 seconds. Jen Asinde attempts the three, comes off the rim. Paige Robinson gets it on the outside. Evelyn Nachinji, it doesn't drop. And that will bring us to the end of this game. Congratulations, félicitations to les éléphants of Côte d'Ivoire. 78 from the home side, 71 for Uganda, as the Ivorians finish in 7th place here at home in Trècheville, in Abidjan, on the west coast of Africa. Uganda will finish 8th in the ranking at the end of this day, but these players, they've really given everything that they could from both sets of teams. Oh, they played extremely hard. They both won in their group stage, but lost out of 2 games out of their group stage. They've been very consistent, having the same type of consistencies in their team, and this was a fought, hard game, and both teams should be proud of themselves. But the host country takes that win, winning 7th place in the 2025 Women's AfroBasket.
This is a better performance for Côte d'Ivoire, who failed to make it out of the group stages in 2023. They've been to the semifinals twice in the history of Côte d'Ivoire, in 1977 and in 2008, as they get to hear from their captain, Kariata Jabi. You can see, if you read her lips, she's saying they should be proud to represent Côte d'Ivoire, the elephants of this great nation, this great sporting nation, this great basketball nation, as they continue to build with young players. We saw Letitia Sahi, we saw Uraga, we saw Fatou Diakite put up her best performance in the competition, coming off the bench with 15 points. Amris Alston, former WNBA player, contributing 8 there. And players like Boguha Blay, who've done a great job. Yes, she was injured, but she's able to get onto the floor and celebrate with her teammates. And there you can hear the celebration song. And of course, the fans having that much fun. The Ugandan fans as well, the Ivorian fans taking pictures there with Paige Robinson, who did such a great job in leading this Ugandan team throughout tournament play.
Oh, they played so well today. They should, all teams should be proud of themselves, but this host country, they are taking the 7th place with pride, and we are proud of how they showed up today to get that win. I mean, what an amazing game. 55% from the 2, 24% from the 3-point, 71% from the free throw line, and they just played amazing. 42 rebounds, but Uganda won in that. 50 turnovers, 14 to 13, but it was the assist and the way that Côte d'Ivoire played together. 22 assists in this game.
There you have the numbers. Jen Asinde leading all scorers with 24 points, 14 for Robinson, 11 for Melissa Kulu, but that wasn't enough to help Uganda. Diakite coming off the bench for Côte d'Ivoire with the 15, one more than Letitia Sahi, and of course, Molly Kaiser with the 14 points.
You see Robinson here getting that block and going hard to the basket, but that block was just amazing by Uraga. And Alston not playing a lot in the first half because she was in foul trouble, spots up on the 3-point line and knocks down that 3, being one of the 3 of her 6 points in this game.
Just a beautiful display of basketball here. Paige Robinson continuing to go through the middle there for Uganda, and Kariata Jabi, the leader of this Ivorian ship, coming up alive on defense, on offense, and really contributing in ways that we don't see on the stat sheet. Hope Akelo was very important for Uganda. The find there from Jen Asinde and Melissa Akulu to get her going was important for Uganda, but the pressure on defense from Uganda, they managed to switch things up there from defense, turned it to offense, and got the all-important points that kept them competitive in this game. 47 points for Uganda in the second half of the game, but they fall short by 7 points as the hosts go to finish in 7th place.
Uganda really with that energy in the first quarter to cut that lead. They really did get offensive boards. They got stops, they got scores, but at the end, it was Côte d'Ivoire for the win.
Well, there it is. You have 7th place Côte d'Ivoire, 8th Uganda. Coming up next, Cameroon will take on Mozambique in the 5th to 6th playoff. And the big ones, Senegal, 11-time champions of Africa, taking on 6-time winners Nigeria in the first semi-final. And South Sudan, the debutants, taking on Mali. That's it from us for now. Goodbye.